Do you hear that? A little bit of music playing in the background. I think so much of what we're experiencing these days over the last few weeks and months has really distracted us, has really taken our eye away from God. It's taken our minds away from the simplicity of life. Can you hear that? The subtle melodies playing in the background. Can you hear the sound of music? Well, this is a hymn that's called Lead Me, Guide Me. It's a famous hymn. And I want to share with you quickly a couple of lines of the chorus. It says, lead me, guide me along the way. For if you lead me, I cannot stray. Lord, let me walk each day with thee. Lead me, O Lord, lead me. My prayer for you is that the lyrics of this hymn would ring true in your life, that you would look to God for leadership, that you would raise your hand and ask God to reach down and take you by it, and lead you, guide you. Can you hear that? Listen for the simple song playing in the background. Just listen.
Today, I'm out in the community garden and the arboretum with parishioners, and we're working on preparing the soil. It's way too early to plant, but you have to do the work ahead so that there is growth later on. It's cold, it's windy, but we are tilling the soil and adding nutrition so that in the future there's going to be a harvest. This is the good news of the gospel, is that what we plant will grow in love, and there will be justice and peace and love that comes. So that's my prayer for you, is for you to start sowing the seeds so that there will be a harvest of righteousness, for more love, more peace, and more truth.
And I want to talk to you a little bit more about prayer and what's going on in our lives. You all have heard me talk about this a lot, that the most common command in the Bible is don't be afraid, don't worry, don't be anxious. And St. Paul in his letter to the Philippians actually says that, be anxious for nothing, but by prayer and supplication, let your requests be known to God. And remember that God will answer our prayers and lift us up. We have a lot of things to be anxious about in our world. This pandemic, which as I talk to you is getting closer and closer to people. We've known people in our parish from the very beginning who died or who suffered from it. We've been in a difficult political situation with rioting and looting and, actual sedition at the Capitol building. We're entering into a new phase of our political life with a different president. And then we have the normal anxieties of our lives. Is God really with me? Is God answering my prayers? And so my prayer for you and for me in these times is to not be anxious, to trust in God, to remember that in this way of love, that God is walking with us, that it's the most important thing you and I can do as Christians, to love others, to be compassionate, to be forgiving, to be hope-filled, and to reach out to others who are in need. That's my prayer for you. What is your prayer?